Hi everyone, Savannah Tree Foundation Field Manager Jake Henry here, and today I wanted to talk about something that you see in some urban environments that is really a beneficial tool to help us plant in these sort of compact urban spaces. And so today I'm just going to be talking about bump outs, and that's this sort of little section here, and you can see there are actually quite a few here on this street. We've got one there and a few more behind it. And these are utilized in a lot of urban spaces where you just don't have space to plant in the sidewalk. So, you know, there's really not enough space here to plant normally. So what you have to do is sort of take back some of that space in the road and plant there. You know, we could see that this tree, if it had been planted 5 feet to the right, it would already be running into the building, so we don't want that. Other times it's a challenge to deal with utilities. I do see a box there actually. So, you know, there can be a myriad of challenges. So being able to utilize a bump out like this can actually be really advantageous. Now, I know parking is very controversial in many cities, especially here in Savannah. People don't like to lose their parking spaces, but sometimes a trade-off of maybe one space for 2 trees is not so bad. It can provide a lot of cooling, really can create a lot of new green space that wasn't there beforehand, and is really just a great way to incorporate trees into our urban environment. Now, there are a lot of other spaces we can plant trees, but as cities develop and get bigger and bigger, density increases, it can get harder and harder to find the right place to plant a tree. And these bump outs really can take advantage of that. Now, I'll do a little close-up on this one. There are many different designs for bump outs, so sometimes if there's already an existing tree lawn, this can be incorporated into that. So this one actually has a pretty interesting design. It allows water to flow through down the road, so it still takes advantage of gray stormwater infrastructure, but also allows us to plant a tree here. Now, there are other designs that can actually incorporate some stormwater management. So some of the sides may have a little dip down where water can actually come into this space and then flow out of it. So you can think of it as almost a micro retention pond. Now, these ones don't have that, but you know, it really just varies place to place. Maybe it wasn't the best design for this location. So they do vary quite a bit in their actual design and implementation. Now, ideally, we would have a little bit more green space. You know, for a large tree like this, it's really best to have a 20 by 20 foot space, so it's 400 square feet. Now, we can't always get that, but sometimes we'll just take what we can get. So this is certainly not a bad thing to plant here. We really like to give these trees as much green space as possible to let them flourish. And these ones certainly aren't doing bad with the amount of space that they've been giving. So thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.